Hello everyone, this is Deaquilin and welcome to day 16 of Make Me Over 21 Day Challenge presented to you by QLin Inc. I am CEO of QLin Inc. and founder of QLin International Institute for Women. And today our theme is Making Over My Schedule. It's all about time and how we keep our time. Every person on the face of this planet has been allotted 24 hours in a day. No one has 26 hours, no one has 28 hours. We all have 24 hours in a day. And what makes a person successful or not successful is how they utilize their time. Notice I said utilize their time. I believe that just like money, that time should be utilized and not necessarily spent. So the question today is, how are you utilizing your time? And in what ways can you save time and even invest your time? And so I wanted to give you a quick way that you can begin to utilize your time wisely, and that is to schedule your tasks. I want to show you on my cell phone how I schedule my day. If you can see this, and maybe you can't, I'm not sure, but I schedule everything. I schedule my meditation time. Also, I'm taking care of my niece who is special needs. So on my daily schedule, I have first thing in the morning is my quiet and meditation time. And then after that, I allot myself a 2 hour just time to do whatever I want to do. That is my, I guess you can say, break time or relaxation time or whatever before I actually hit the floor running. And the reason why I've allotted those 2 hours in the morning is because of the things that I do during the day that I don't get to bed until pretty late at night because of a specific task that I have to do with my niece late at night. So going back to my schedule, so I have, first of all, I have my quiet meditation time, where that's the time where I read my Bible, pray, those types of things. And then of course I have a 2 hour period of time where I don't do anything, or I'll say it this way, I don't have anything scheduled during those 2 hours. For the most part, I do things during those 2 hours, but I don't schedule anything specifically. And then next I have my home life time, meaning we talked about how we are CEOs of our life. And so what I do in my home lifetime is that's when I make doctor's appointments, that's when I call, do business, home business that I need to take care of during that hour. Call schools, those types of things. The next hour is Brittany's learning hour. That is my niece who has special needs. And so I usually sit her up in her bed and read to her and spend time, doing something to help her to learn and grow better. So that is another hour that I spend. And then of course lunchtime, preparing lunch for me and her when the other children are in school, or when they're not in school now, preparing lunch for the family. We eat lunch around a certain time. I want to say this too, for those of you who are homemakers, keepers of the home, that when you're scheduling time the way, scheduling your breakfasts, your lunches, and your dinners, it keeps your children from going to the refrigerator all day. Making sure that they have breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. And then not only does that keep them from going to the refrigerator all day, but it also saves you money. So I just wanted to just throw that little tip in. The next hour is my QLin Inc. time, where 1 hour I work. I respond to emails, or I'm writing blogs, or I am actually working on classes that are coming up. Whatever it is that has to do with my business, I use that time to do whatever it is every single day for 1 hour. The next time that I have is my study time. I study 1 hour every single day. Now some days the schedule may not be directly on task, but for the most part they are. And so I stick to what I say I'm going to do. If I say I'm going to study, then I stop my QLIN Inc. business and then I study. When lunchtime is over, I go directly into my QLIN Inc. business. So that's how you stick to your schedule. It's one thing to write your task and to say that you're going to do certain things, and then maybe you will do that particular thing. But in order to complete the daily things on your task, you have to stop one and begin the other. So allot time to begin and end each task. And even if you don't have it completed, end it anyway so that you can go on to the next and just pick up the next day where you stopped on the previous day. So that's how I do. Another time that I have allotted is the time for me to prepare dinner. So that's also on my schedule. And then, of course, time for me to help the children with their homework. So that's also on my schedule. And then also any evening classes that I may have, any coaching sessions that I may have. And what I normally do on days where I know that the next day I have something different than what's in my schedule, I sit down in front of the computer in my schedule, and I actually change the order of my day pertaining to whatever I have going on, whether it's a coaching client, whether it's a meeting outside the home, whether it's certain things that I needed to do differently, then I schedule that as well. And that has helped me tremendously in feeling more accomplished. Not only that, but it's also not even feeling more accomplished, but also accomplishing more by doing and approaching life that way. Also, it just brings a lot of order to my own life because if you look at my life from the outside, you'll say, well, wow, she really has a lot going on. And to me, it doesn't feel like a lot or seem like a lot because of the organization that I operate in my home. So make sure that you're scheduling your time. Also schedule your downtime, your rest time. I actually at nighttime, I do specifically shut down everything at a certain time. We have this joke in our home that the kitchen closes at 10 o'clock, which means don't come back in the kitchen after 10 because everything is closed. That means the dishes are washed, everything is put away. So those are things that we all do and we all put in place, and everybody respects those boundaries. So with that, I wanted to say that make sure that you are scheduling your time wisely. If you want to accomplish more, then all you have to do is just schedule your time. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed, feeling like you have to do a lot in one day. Begin small. I always teach this, that sometimes when we try to do a lot, we overwhelm ourselves and we begin to despise that thing that we're trying to do. So I just want to encourage you to start small and work your way up. I started scheduling my day about 4 years ago, and with that, I started small. I started scheduling just little tasks, and then I began to incorporate bigger tasks. And what I found for me is that doing those things have become automatic. Like automatically I wake up and I do my meditation time. Automatically at a certain time now, at 11 o'clock, I know that it's Brittany's learning hour. So I'm ready in my mind. Also, another thing is to set up reminders on your calendar, on your cell phone. Maybe you can get email reminder, or maybe you can get an alert on your phone reminding you to do certain things. At one point, I also used to schedule my prayer time throughout the day where I just stop and pray for 15 minutes. I don't do that as much now because of that 2-hour time that I have in the morning that, I'm using that time most of the time to pray or to meditate and just be quiet in God's presence while I'm doing things around the house. So just wanted to encourage you to just make sure that you schedule your time, that you schedule your tasks, and remember that the time that we're given is also a part of our stewardship. We don't own time, but we can manage time. And so as we manage time, then I believe that we'll begin to see manifestation in our lives. So I want to read today's affirmation. And it says, I make the most of my time by utilizing it wisely. I schedule tasks, appointments, and activities which will in turn allow me to make the most of the 24 hours given to me daily. Scheduling my life keeps me in order, and order is prerequisite for abundance. And that is so true. Order is prerequisite for abundance. When your life is in order, you can receive more because you're able to think clearly. And the more you receive, then the more, of course, you will have to organize. But the more you organize and keep your life in order, then I believe that God will continue to bless you and grow your life. So that is what we have for today. As always, remember that you are great in Christ and you are powerful beyond measure. Be blessed.